Hey, how's it going? I'm Fanboy Philly, and once again, welcome back to Fanboy Philly Reviews. And today we're focused on John Wick Chapter 3, the Parabellum. Now, before watching this, I didn't know what a parabellum was or what it meant, so I looked it up, and I found that parabellum is Latin for prepare for battle. And that is the driving force of this chapter of the story. When we left John in Chapter 2, he had been made excommunicado, and his life was made forfeit from the Continental as well as the High Table. And he began running for his life with $14 million on his head, with every assassin in that network going after the bounty. Returning in this chapter are Winston, Sharon, the front desk clerk of the hotel, as well as the Bowery King in all his glory. We also meet new faces such as Halle and Sophia, the director of the Moroccan Continental, as well as a top-notch assassin in her own right. We also meet the head of the Ruska Roma, played by Angelica Houston, and we find out that this is where John comes from. And in looking things up, John grew up as Jordani Jovanovic, an orphan from Belarus who was raised by the Ruska Roma and was trained as an assassin. Zero is the head of another assassin group played by Mark Dascascos, more commonly remembered as the chairman from Iron Chef. But I remember him most from the film Only the Strong from 1993 that introduced capoeira, the Brazilian dance fighting style. If you've never seen the movie, find it. It's great. Only the Strong from 1993. We also meet some of the faces of the High Table. The Elder, who sits at the top. The Adjudicator, the mysterious woman that places judgment on anyone who has helped John in the past. We also meet Barada, a member of the High Table that begins them on the path to the Elder. Barada is played by Jerome Flynn, who played Bronn from Game of Thrones. Again, the action kicks things up a few more notches using different locations as well as different vehicles in these scenes. Cars, motorcycles, horses, pretty much whatever, you name it. They're probably going to use it by the end of the time that you're doing John Wick movies. And the action is like nothing I've seen ever in anything. A lot of it's like The Matrix, but without the special effects, which makes it that more real and keeps us on our toes. When John goes to the library to find this certain book, he opens it up to reveal his little secret compartment. And in it, we find what looks like a rosary, coins, a picture of him and his wife, as well as the marker. We saw one of these in the last movie, but this marker is for a favor owed to John that he has to go collect. Now, the rosary, or ticket, as we find out, and the marker start John on a journey to find his way out of the contract that's been put on his head, making him go from one place to another. That's almost like putting pieces of a puzzle together. As John is on his journey, the adjudicator arrives in New York, paying a visit to anyone who has helped John in the past and helped him get away, as well as acquiring the aid of Zero and his crew of assassins. With each visit, she demands a show of their fealty and assigns their pennant, which in most cases is dealt with Zero's sword wounding the judge. When each person pledges their fealty, they each say the line, "I have served, and I will serve," which is echoed throughout the movie. When John and Sophia are escaping from Barada's castle, the chase scene is once again like the first-person shooter style that they used in the previous films. But this time they've added dogs to the twist, what makes it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more fun. As they send the dogs, they send the dogs out like shooting a gun. Say, go, hey, get them. And it's great. Awesome. Never seen such a use of dogs as was it in this. In this movie, deals are made, alliances are formed, and betrayals happen throughout the whole story. So you never know where the story is going from one minute to the next, which I thought was great. One thing I kept waiting for was seeing more of Chiron's character, and boy, did that not disappoint. Chiron was just as much as a badass as anyone else in the story. And also, in my research of the film, I found that Chiron was the name of the ferryman from mythology that delivers you across the river Styx in exchange for what else but coins. For me, the ending made this chapter seem like the Empire Strikes Back of the franchise, where the heroes are left to regroup from their fall and have to prepare for battle once again. With every chapter, the series has that well-flowing stream that goes from one chapter to the other that's so perfect that it makes us coming back for more. Again, I can't wait to see where we're going and what's going to happen in the next part, John Wick Chapter 4. So that's on my agenda next. Thanks again for joining me on my journey through films, both old and new. If you liked the video and haven't already, please subscribe and click that like button. And also remember to hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I post again. And I'll see you later with my review of John Wick Chapter 4. And as they say, I have served and I will serve. Thank you.